I want you guys to look at that quote up on screen right now from Wired. It says, "The Xbox One X is Microsoft's love letter to gamers." And I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. In fact, this video is going to be about the absolute best thing the Xbox One X has to offer. And it's really nothing tangible. And I'm going to explain all that right now. What is going on, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another video. I posted my review for this system. I've had it for 10 days. I use it all the time because, well, Xbox is my preferred platform. All my friends are on this system that I talk to every day. I own 1,000+ games, and I wanted a system that performed better than the one I currently had. Gears of War 4, Star Wars Battlefront, all these games look and perform better with the system. Now, I wasn't always down with the idea of a mid-gen refresh. You know, I kind of questioned the reasons Microsoft and Sony were doing these type of things, and I didn't understand their vision. But after getting the Xbox One X and having it hooked up to my 4K TV for the last 10 days, I get it now. But the bigger thing, in my opinion, isn't all these games that are being enhanced for the X, like Final Fantasy or Star Wars or Mafia. Those are all great and reasons to pick up the system if you haven't played any of those games or if you haven't finished them. If you're a primary Xbox gamer, I think it's worth the money. The bigger thing to me was the change in philosophy that I feel the Xbox One X represents in Microsoft themselves. Now I can firmly and 100% say that the Xbox One and Microsoft is 100% all about gaming, when I really couldn't say that in the past with the OG Xbox One. Because the OG Xbox One was the jack of all trades, master of none. That was kind of the whole problem, my issue originally with the way Microsoft was taking everything. So let's flash back and talk about the dark times, 2013, where Microsoft seemed to have a different vision of where gaming was going and what they wanted to do with Xbox. They wanted it to be a central hub for all your entertainment, for your TVs, your movies, your sports. And oh yeah, it played video games. I mean, we know the reveal, TV, sports, the NFL, all that stuff. Force Connect. Nobody wanted it. What people wanted from a video game system was a console that played video games. And the Xbox One did. Except there was a problem along the way, is that it didn't play video games well. Its competitor, the PlayStation 4, clearly showed that. In fact, most games that came out, especially the multi-platforms, all ran better on the PlayStation 4, whether a higher resolution or a higher frame rate. And that's what I mean by the Xbox One was the jack of all trades, but the master of none. Yeah, you could plug in your HDMI cord from your TV or from your cable box, and ooh, you could be watching TV while connected to Xbox Live. Ooh, I could plug in my Kinect, even though no games are made for it, but oh, I could use my voice to navigate through the system. Ooh, I can have split. Snap something on the side of the screen and watch something while I'm doing something else. But the main thing the system was made for people who were coming from the Xbox 360, who supported Xbox through it all we wanted was a better version, a more powerful version of the Xbox 360 that played all the newest version of all the games the best. And we didn't get that. And that kind of soured me, I ain't gonna lie, on the system for quite some time. Now, they've made changes. They got rid of people who were responsible for all that nonsense. And now we have Phil Spencer running the vision. We have Mike Ybarra running the platform side. And I believe Xbox is in a better place because of that. Because the Xbox One X is, as Microsoft themselves have said, the We Heard You console. This console does one thing, but the one thing it does the best out of any console on the market. And the thing it does the best is play video games. Whether you want to squabble about true 4K, dynamic 4K, 4K this or 4K that, frame rate, 60, 30 dips, doesn't really matter. The Xbox One X is designed to play games the best, the highest resolution, and the best frame rate. And that's it. And that is why I like the system so much. And a lot of my faith is being restored into the Xbox brand. Because all I ever wanted from Xbox was a place to play the games the best. But they stumbled and they fell originally. But I think they're back on that path. And I know what the next thing you're saying is, Ran, that's great. The system's expensive. I can't afford that. I need a 4K TV. And I understand that. The system is expensive. You do need a 4K TV to take full advantage of it. I get that. But there will always be new systems. And I think Microsoft is on the path of making a video game system to primarily play games instead of all the other nonsense that I just mentioned earlier. Especially Kinect. There's no Kinect thing on the back of this X. And thank God that we're finally rid of that garbage peripheral that dragged down the Xbox One. It's nice knowing that games are a priority, even though I know what you're saying next. What about the exclusives? And that is the big elephant in the room, is it not? The exclusive stuff. And I feel like I have to mention that because Microsoft has been closing studios, canceling games more so than announcing new stuff. Cancellation of Scalebound rocked everybody. A lot of people were looking forward to that. People love Fable. Maybe not so many people looking forward to the Fable Legends, but they wanted a proper Fable. Microsoft canceled Fable Legends and shut down Lionhead, and that stung. They got rid of Twisted Pixel and Press Play and a few other studios, and it seems that Microsoft seemed disinterested in making exclusives for Xbox gamers. And that was always a problem in my eyes. But with the recent comments that Phil and others have made about bolstering first party and doing more of that type of things, along with making a system designed to play games the best and only the best, and there's none of that media nonsense that, saddled the system earlier, I think those games will come down the road. I really do. The problem is, I'm not sure they're going to be games everybody wants to play. Maybe they are. Maybe they will be. Maybe they'll be games as a service games that a vocal minority of people out there want to play, but aren't really vocal on Twitter about it. I think those games will end up coming, though. But for now, I am thoroughly impressed not only with the system itself and how it's enhancing my experience with the Xbox and all the games it plays, but also knowing that Phil Spencer, Mike Ybarra, and all the guys at Xbox have a vision for the future of the brand, and is that the vision of that brand is centered around gaming, and I can confidently say that. It's centered around the most important thing about a video game console, and that's games. Whereas before, I couldn't really make that claim because the things Microsoft were doing and the decisions they were making with the system weren't pointing in that direction. NFL deals, live TV, Kinect, and a system that was overpriced and underpowered was just hallmark signs of a corporation and a brand that thought their consumers would just buy whatever they put out. And it didn't matter if it didn't play games the best because we're Xbox. But now we know that's not the case because the competition keeps you on their toes. And Sony put out a system and their marketing message was pretty clear. The PS4 is basically the PS3 supercharged. Nothing's going to change. It's exactly what you wanted. And gamers responded. And now I think Microsoft is back on a similar path with Xbox. Xbox is going to be about games moving forward. We're going to build a system that is going to play those games the best. And we can all squabble over whether or not the exclusives are worth it, or worth your time, or if you like them or not. But the fact of the matter remains that gaming is central to Xbox, when before, I didn't think it really was. Anyways, guys, that is the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Share this out on social media, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook. Subscribe to the channel if you're new or haven't already. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.